That didn't fix it at all. Guess we'll just have to live with it for now. No. I thought we were back. Okay, we're finally back from the lag, and hopefully the rest of the game will run smoothly now. We didn't miss too much, and hopefully it's not too annoying, because, well, to me it is very annoying. But yeah, there was not a lot to see, so it should be okay. So they are staying in lane an awful long time, and as you can see, he's now running towards nothing, and then yeah, all this time could be spent on killing jungle minions. But instead they're just running around doing nothing. They know that someone is here, there's a second someone here. And then they engage, but really not a good plan, obviously. This guy may get killed here, but at what cost? So it's a 1-for-1 trade. Warwick being 0 and 3 by now. But Rammus is still in grave danger of dying. And can actually get out because Alistar is not paying attention here. He's still going to die. Yeah. As soon as something comes off cooldown, he was going to die. So they were engaging on a team which is much tankier. I'm counting the Tryndamere ultimate as being tanky as well. And by now it's 8-8 once again. So once again it's an equal kill count. And Akali is trying to run away from Alistar, which is the only sensible thing to do here. There's no real reason to try to engage there, since she's not going to kill him, and he is going to kill her eventually. And we're just in the farming phase again. So Akali went back to base there just to probably get some more life or to shop. Don't know what the items look like by now. We can have a look at that. There's nothing going on anyway. So we see on Warwick he's building Medridge Blood Razors. Still needs to get quite a lot of gold, and they did catch up with the minion count, which is excellent. Except that Asriel still has a little bit higher than the Rammus. Yeah, well, Akali obviously doing great in the kill count, and Rammus being just a good tank. He's in a lot of the fights. He has 5 assists already. And yeah, they are once again engaging on a team that's doing Dragon, but the team is so much tankier, well, except for Asriel, but he is staying in the back and he's being protected by the other two. And there's no way they're going to get to him. So that was kind of the mistake of Tryndamere, not something that Akali did right. And they are most likely going to lose this turret with the next minion wave. If the enemy actually engages that. So Ezreal's still here. He's still trying to get some damage done on the turret. And they took about 60% of it. Yeah, then now they are going to get this guy. Because if he's all alone, of course you can take him out. But they have been engaging the full team all the time. And in the full team, it's almost impossible to get the Alistar. So I was doing items. Thornmail against this team seems like a good choice, since all of them are physical. Well, except maybe for Alistar. Alistar, I guess, is... no, he's physical as well. Because the Sheen adds physical damage, so that's good. But, well, I don't like the unique passive on Thornmail. I think it's better to go for something like the Frozen Heart, which has the same amount of armor. Well, it has 99 instead of 100, but that's the same to me. But it has a much better passive, the one where it slows down enemy attack speed. And to me that is much more useful against a team like this. Yeah, Kali going for AP, which is the standard nowadays, with the AP boots, and already up to a decent AP level. And then we see the Tryndamere going for attack speed and critical strike, which we see a lot. And it works quite well, of course. And yeah, he needs to die here, of course. There's no reason to let him live just because he runs in the back of the turret. So as you can see, the Thornmail really doesn't do any damage to the opponents. The defensive ball curl does a lot more damage to the opponent. Yeah, okay, I was still looking at the items. So finally the Ezreal going for some extra health, defensive boots, and then the rest is offense. So it seems like a good build, but well, he's still the squishy one, obviously. But the same goes for Akali, I guess. Akali does have lifesteal, but she doesn't have the same amount of lifesteal as Warwick, so she cannot reliably gain back life, and Warwick can. Especially with his Q. So they find Alistar here, but immediately we see Tryndamere come in, and at that moment they really need to realize that it's not a good engagement. This, however, is a good engagement, because Alistar obviously doesn't have the damage it takes to kill the two. And there we go. Yeah, so we see Rammus surviving everything, and that's basically his job on any team, to go in first and survive everything. But the Warwick should have just ran out of there as soon as Tryndamere came in, waited for Akali to get there and then take them out 3 versus 2. Because with their main damage dealer, the Ezreal, not present, yeah, it's a good opportunity to do it 3v2. Would have been worse if it was Alistar with Ezreal, because they do a lot more damage combined. Oh, I guess the Tryndamere does a lot of damage as well. So Tryndamere just doesn't have the same amount of damage on his skills. And that's why I think that the Ezreal normally does more damage than the Tryndamere, to this team that is. So again, doing a whole lot of nothing here, then eventually running back out, and yeah, at least the Warwick is staying busy instead of just standing around. So Dragon's back up. Dragon respawns a lot in these games, and it's a lot of money every time. So 3 enemies here. They should probably try to at least engage, but yeah, they didn't get Dragon there, but they are going to get some kills here. Nobody's going to get him, really? Okay, they're picking off this guy. That's cool too. They could have easily gotten all 3 if one of these two just ran after the Tryndamere. They would have easily gotten him. He was 1 hit away from being dead. And it seems worth it. So taking out another turret, this is what 3v3 is all about. That's why I said the early turret loss really doesn't matter. Because once you get into the late game, you can basically kill the whole lane, so up to the inhibitor, by just killing the team once. So they got 2 enemy champions, and because of that they could actually take out this turret, and they could have taken out this turret as well if they focused it, but instead they were going for the champion, which is a good choice as well, I guess. But this turret now at 1100 health. It shouldn't have been a problem taking that out. Warwick going, or Rammus going for Age of the Legion, which is very helpful with 2 relatively squishy teammates. Warwick doesn't have anything to increase his survivability, and Akali has well, she has a lifesteal, but she also has a giant's belt now, which is supposed to keep her alive a lot longer, and it will. Yeah, and assuming that she's not the focal point of all the damage of the opponents. What's this Ezreal doing? I think there's a ward in that bush or something, because why the hell would he do that? So Tryndamere again getting away with his ultimates, and yeah, so they probably are going to